everyone. It's so lovely to almost get to see you next Tuesday. I'm so excited we're going to get to see one another. It's been a few weeks now since we've gotten to be together, and I'm really pumped about that. So hopefully by now you have checked out the virtual classroom at the cpac.org. We have under the main tabs, the very top, it says the Complex Virtual Classroom, and you've gone to my page. You'll see there that I have put some videos out there for you to make a puppet. And there's also a music video for you to watch that talks about the steady beat, stuff that we do when we are singing. There will be tonight or tomorrow, hopefully, there will be this video along with another video for music that's rhythm, and one more video to make a different kind of puppet. So if you didn't have the stuff to make a sock puppet, but you really wanted to make a puppet, I have put a video of myself along with Dalen and Dakota. We were making these very cute little finger puppets. I'll show you my little puppet. And in my video, I ask for any thoughts for a name for my little guy. He's got little finger holes so I can hold him up and I can play with him. So if you don't have the ability to make a puppet, no big deal. You can grab a stuffy. You could, if you have other puppets at home, you could use one of those. We are going to be using them to have some fun with characters. So we've been talking so far in class about what is a character and the various things that they do, so on and so forth. So throughout the rest of this video, I hope to be able to kind of mimic what our class will be like. And this is going to be much shorter. Our class will be a whole hour long, and we'll get to interact with one another and tell each other stories. But for the sake of this video, we're going to do a song. I'm going to start the book that we're going to be reading through. Is called The Jungle Book. So each week we will do a chapter or two, depending on how long the chapter is or what content we're at. We'll do a chapter. So I'll read a chapter from here. We'll do a song, and then I will share with you an adventure that my finger puppet has recently gone on to show you a little bit more of what we're going to do with those finger puppets. Now, if once you get your parents should be getting an email from myself or the complex with the code to what is called a Google Classroom. We'll talk more about that next Tuesday to make sure everybody's been able to access it, and if not, I'm going to help you get on there because I'm going to put other resources that you might need for the next classes. So as soon as you get it, go ahead and check and to make sure that you have all the resources you need for next Tuesday. So next Tuesday at 4 o'clock, we'll come together on a Zoom call. So look for the link that will be sent to you with the code and everything you need to get on that Zoom call. And it should work out just fine. All right, so let's start first. I'm going to read a chapter from The Jungle Book. So you ready? The Jungle Book. The Man Cub. It was 7 o'clock on a very warm evening in the Seonee Hills. Father Wolf woke up, scratched himself, yawned, and spread out his paws. Mother Wolf lay with her big gray nose on her 4 tumbling, squealing cubs. The moon shone into the mouth of the cave. "Urgh," said Father Wolf. "It is time to hunt again." Suddenly, someone with a bushy tail called into the cave. "Good luck with you, O chief of the wolves." It was the jackal, Tabaki. The wolves of India hated Tabaki. He made trouble. He told lies. He was often prowling for food scraps. "There is no food here," said Father Wolf stiffly. "For a wolf, no," said Tabaki, "but for me, a dry bone is a good feast." He scuttled to the back of the cave where he found a bone. "All thanks for this good meal," he said, licking his lips. "How beautiful are your noble children. How large are their eyes. Ah, little ones, beware. Shere Khan, the big one, will hunt among these hills for the next moon. So he has told me." Shere Khan was the lame tiger who lived near the Wingonga River, 20 miles away. He has no right, Father Wolf began angrily. By the law of the jungle, he has no right to change his hunting grounds with no warning. He will frighten all our game within 10 miles. Out, he snapped. Out and hunt with your master. I go, said Tabaqui quietly. Ah, you hear Shere Khan below in the bushes? Father Wolf listened. Below in the valley, he heard the angry, snarly whine of a hungry tiger. The fool, said Father Wolf, to begin a night's work with that noise. Does he think that our bucks will not hear him? Hush! It is not bucks he hunts tonight, said Mother Wolf. It is man. Here's a picture. Let's see, here's our Father Wolf, Mother Wolf, the cubs, and Tabaqui is the fox. Man, said Father Wolf, showing all his white teeth. Are there not enough beetles and frogs in the ponds? Must he eat man and on our hunting ground too? The law of the jungle never orders anything without a reason, and the law forbids every beast to eat man, except when he is showing his children how to kill. Even then, he must hunt outside the hunting grounds of his pack or tribe. For man-killing means, sooner or later, that men will come with torches, and men on elephants with guns. Then everybody in the jungle suffers. The angry purr of the tiger grew loud and ended with the "arr" of the tiger's charge. Then there was a howl, an untigerish howl from Shere Khan. He has missed his kill, said Mother Wolf. What is it? Father Wolf ran out a few steps and heard Shere Khan muttering as he tumbled about. The fool has jumped at the woodcutter's campfire and has burned his feet, said Father Wolf with a grunt. Tabaqui is with him. Something is coming uphill, said Mother Wolf, twitching one ear. Get ready. Here they are in their wolf den. The bushes rustled a little. Father Wolf got ready to leap. Then, if you had been watching, you would have seen the most wonderful thing in the world. Just as the wolf was leaping, he saw what it was he was jumping at, and then he tried to stop himself. He shot up straight into the air for 4 or 5 feet, landing almost where he left ground. Man, he snapped. A man cub, look! In front of him, holding on by a low branch, stood a naked brown baby who could just walk. He looked up into Father Wolf's face and laughed. Is that a man cub? Said Mother Wolf. I have never seen one. Bring it here. Father Wolf's jaws closed on the child's back, but not a tooth even scratched the skin as he laid it down among the cubs. How little and how bold, said Mother Wolf softly. The baby brushed his way between the cubs to get close to the mother to nurse. Now was there ever a wolf that could say she had a man's cub among her children? I have heard now and again of such a thing, but never in our pack or in my time, said Father Wolf. See how he looks up and is not afraid? The moonlight was suddenly blocked out of the mouth of the cave by Shere Khan's great square head and shoulders. Tabaqui, behind him, was speaking. My lord, it went in here. Shere Khan, you do us great honor, said Father Wolf, but his eyes were very angry. What does Shere Khan need? A man's cub went this way, said Shere Khan. Its parents have run off. Give it to me. Father Wolf knew that the mouth of the cave was too narrow for the tiger. The wolves are free people, he said. They take orders from the head of the pack, and not from a stupid cattle killer. The man cub is ours. And not from any striped cattle killer. The man cub is ours. It is I, Shere Khan, who speak. The tiger's roar filled the cave with thunder. Mother wolf shook herself clear of the cubs. She sprang forward, her eyes like two green moons in the darkness. She faced the blazing eyes of Shere Khan. And it is I, Raksha, the demon, who answers. The man cub is mine. He shall not be killed. He shall live to run with the pack and to hunt with the pack. And in the end, he shall hunt you. Now go. She's very bold. Father Wolf looked amazed. Shere Khan might have faced Father Wolf, but he could not stand up against a mother wolf with cubs. So the tiger backed out of the cave growling. When he was clear, he shouted, "You may bark in your own yard, but we will see what the pack will say to the raising of man cubs. The cub is mine, and to my teeth he will come to an end." That's the end of chapter 1. So next week we will pick up with chapter 2. All right, I have a fun song. It's called Michael Finnegan that I'm going to teach you. It's fairly simple, but I think it's pretty fun. It goes like this. There was an old man named Michael Finnegan. He grew whiskers on his chin again. The wind blew them off, but they grew in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan begin again. All right, so it goes like this. I'll go my turn, and I'll pause and wait for you to sing it, and then I'll come back to my turn. My turn first. There was an old man named Michael Finnegan. He grew whiskers on his chin again. The wind blew them off, but they grew in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan begin again. Great job. I really hope that you did your best to use your singing voice. And if you forget, just try to make your voice sound just like my voice. I'm going to put our parts together to make a longer part. So wait until I point to you before it's your turn to sing. There was an old man named Michael Finnegan. He grew whiskers on his chin again. Your turn. The wind blew them off, but they grew in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan begin again. Great job. Excellent job. I'm so proud of you. So now let's try and see if you can sing it with your magic lips. If moms and dads are standing nearby, you'll have to tell them what magic lips are. And if you forget, it's when you... Did you hear me? All right, I bet you understand now. All right, so you're doing magic lips and I'm using my singing voice. Here we go. There was an old man named Michael Finnegan. He grew whiskers on his chin again. The wind blew them off, but they grew in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan begin again. Now I'll play the ukulele and use my magic lips, and you use your singing voice, okay? So here we go. I just can hear you now, and I know that you just sounded amazing. So now let's all sing it again, all together, and then I'm going to teach you some of the moves that go with it. That, of course, I need your help to do because I can't do it because I'm holding the ukulele. So here we go. There was an old man named Michael Finnegan. He grew whiskers on his chin again. The wind blew them off, but they grew in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan begin again. Excellent job. Okay, so here are the various motions to do. So imagine you're holding a cane and you're an old guy, right? And you're holding your cane. And so for measures 1 and 2, there was an old man named Michael Finnegan. You hold your cane. Then he grew whiskers on his chin. He grew whiskers on his chin again. Then the wind blew them off, but they grew in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan begin again. So the wind blew them off. You just take your hands and you go whoosh, whoosh. And then they blew in again. You're sad. Poor old Michael Finnegan begin again. All right. So there was an old man named Michael Finnegan. He had whiskers on his chin again. The wind blew them off, but they grew in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan begin again. Okay, I'm going to trust that you kind of understand what the motions are. And I'm going to play the ukulele. I'm going to let you do the motions. And then hopefully next Tuesday when we get together, we'll do this right away. And you will all already know how to do it. And it'll be really fun, a fun little song for us to do together. All right, here we go. There was an old man named Michael Finnegan. He had whiskers on his chin again. The wind blew them off, but they grew in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan begin again. Excellent, excellent job. So like I said, next Tuesday when we meet, we will start with this song as a warm-up song, and we'll do all the motions and we'll do various things with it. So I hope that you take some time, even if you have to watch the video again, to learn that song. Okay, so now on to my adventure with my little puppet. I'm going to come a little closer to the camera so you can see my little guy. All right, so I have a little puppet. And he has had a little bit of trouble getting to his name. He doesn't know what his name is. One day, the puppet was made. And he had blue hair. And he could see his 2 eyes, and his nose, and his mouth, and his little hands. But he went for a walk, and along the walk, he came across someone who said, "Hello there, what's your name?" And the puppet thought, and he says, "You know what? I don't think I remember my name. Could you help me find my name?" And his friend that he met along the way, he said, "Yes, I can help you find your name. Where did you go? Where did you just come from?" He said, "I was just at the library." "Well, let's go back to the library and see if we can find your name." "That is a good idea," said the little bear. So Little Bear and his friend go walking off to the library. Go to the library. And when they arrived at the library, they asked the librarian, "Do you know my name?" The librarian says, "I don't know your name, but I do know of a class full of little kids who can help you find your name." The little bear was so happy. Yay! Where can I go to find these kids who are going to help me find my name? And the librarian said, "Well, if you come back here on Tuesday at 4 o'clock, there will be some kids online who are going to help you find your name. In the meantime, I'm going to give you one hint. I will give you this letter to go with you. The letter is T." So the little bear took the little T, and he said, "Thank you so much," to the librarian and to the friend he met on his walk. And he said, "I will be back next Tuesday at 4 o'clock with my letter T to find out what my name is. And he ran away happy with his little T. And that's just one little story, one way to tell a story about your puppet. My puppet is a little bear that doesn't have a name. So I'm going to be working together, and hopefully you can help me bring some more letters. So right now the little bear has a T. I don't know, maybe next week you have a story. Maybe your puppet gives my puppet another letter. Or maybe you have a really awesome name that my puppet would really like, and he takes that to be his name. And then from there, I will create various other things to get to know my little bear. So I know he's a bear, I know he has blue hair, and his name has a T in it somehow. And that's all I know right now. And I think together we can all help one another create various parts of our puppets. And I'm really, really excited. You are all very creative when it comes to creating characters and to telling stories. And so I'm excited to hear your stories. I hope after you watch this show, or watch this video, that you will go and you will create your own story, whether you write it down in a journal or you just make your puppet and start coming up with your story, that you show your parents, and you hold on to it and remember it until next Tuesday. And then I will have a time during class that I say, anybody have any stories, adventures to tell that include your puppets that you created? And at that time you can share it with us. Well, again, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and it gives you a little bit of an understanding of how our classes are going to work going forward. However, although this video has lots of stuff for you to do, when we get together on the live video, you're going to be able to talk to me, which is, I'm so pumped about that, because then I actually get to hear your voice, and I get to hear what you've been doing at your home, and I get to see all of whatever space that you're in, if you want to show us. Right now I'm in Dakota and Dalen's playroom, so that's why there's a lot of toys and a lot of things behind me. That's where I am, and that's where I will be next week, right here, and they'll be with me, so they'll get to say hello to you as well. So we're very excited to get started going into this virtual online learning. Again, parents, if you would please make sure that you check your emails for any updates from the complex. They should be sending out, or I will be sending out codes for you to access my Google Classroom that will have supplies or lists of ideas that will be needed for future classes. So it'd be good for your students to have access to that. Yeah, if you have any questions or any other concerns, you're welcome to send me an email. Katie, Katie, M as in Marie, Smith, SMITH @me.com. That's my email, and you're welcome to send me an email there. I could give you further contact information through that email. So if you send me an email with any of your questions or concerns, I'll be more than happy to answer you. Again, I'm so excited for next Tuesday. We'll get together and we'll have a great time. All right, bye.